my friends, how are you? How are you doing? So I am posting this video of my landscaping videos here. There's bugs everywhere, dude. It's been raining, it's very humid and muggy out, but we gonna do this. Also, pre-warning, it's real loud outside because if y'all remember from my get ready with me, I think I told you, they hit a gas line across the street from me. And they have been working on it for like 2 fucking weeks, and they're still working on it, so it might be a little loud out there. I hope you guys can hear me. But anyways, I had already previously filmed this today, girl. And then I went on the internet and found some before shots of what the house used to look like before. So this is basically not just a landscaping video, which I was so surprised that so many of you were like, yes, girl, we will see that landscaping. But this is also going to be a before and after of what our house looked like on the outside before and what we've done to it and what it looks like now. I will say a lot of my plants are dying. If you guys, ow, I did something to my elbow. If you guys recall, in previous videos, I had mentioned how we had landscaping done by a professional who had just happened to be a friend of ours. And I'm in my garage right now. And we were less than satisfied. I don't want to like talk too much on it because it's a friend of ours and we're still friends with them, but we had to go through and redo some stuff that they did. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the viewfinder. Y'all know how I am with this vlog camera. I can't wait to get a new vlog camera because I was doing my backyard, like filming it, and my camera overheated. And it's hot out, and I had to go stick it in the freezer, and now it's all funky, but that's beyond the point. Anyways, can you tell how hot it is now? I am very glossy, girl. Very glossy. So, now that I have the before pictures, I'm going to pop up before pictures as I'm going through. The only before that I do not have is of the front of the side yard, because there's a tree in the side yard that we had cut back, and there's like a lot of bushes and stuff there that were previously there that we had cut down too. You can kind of half-ass see it in one of the pictures, which I will pop up as we're going through, but not very well. But the front of our fence was like lined with, well, it wasn't lined with bushes. It was so sporadic. Like the people that lived here before, the landscaping was so overgrown to the point of death. There were spots in the front of the house, like for instance, there was a bush in the front of the house, kind of like off to the side of the porch that you could not even see, girl. It was this really pretty like dark burgundy bush, which I had ripped out. Sorry, I just hit the thing on there. Which I had ripped out because I felt like it made our house look purple. And I don't want my house to look purple. Our house previously was yellow, like piss yellow and hunter green shutters. No shade to the yellow and hunter green community, but that is, no, it was very 90s, and we redid everything. So I'm going to show you guys the before pictures, show you the after, show you where we are now. We are not finished by any stretch of the imagination. Unfortunately, when we had our yard landscaped, our landscaper did not tell us that we have a lot of hostas because they're like very easy, very low maintenance. Our landscaper failed to tell us that hostas are shade plants, partial shade plants, and we have the majority of our hostas in full sun. Because I've never landscaped before. I've never had a house with landscaping. I've never done landscaping before. I don't know anything about it, and I did not think when I was searching for the plants to plant, I did not think to look on them to see if they're full sun, part sun, whatever, you know what I mean? So pro tip, if you're beginning to landscape, like check your plants, girl. Check the Scientology on your plants. The Scientology on your plants. You know what I'm saying. Make sure they go where you're going to put them. So I am going to start with the side yard and go around the front and then go around the back again, even though I already did it. But I'm going to do it again. I hope you guys can hear me. Also, I'm probably going to be talking really quietly because I'm out in front of my house. I have very, not nosy, but close neighbors. My neighbors live very close to me, and y'all know I don't like filming in front of other people. So this is the front side of our house. Like I said, you can't see it in the before pictures. I do have a picture of like the side yard, but this, I'll pop up a picture up here of what it looked like before. Over here, there were like 2 bushes here and then like 1 bush there. It was really fucking random. There was also a big ass bush, I think, behind the fence right there. So we ripped all those out and mulched the front of it because I really wanted to do something to like the front of the fence, you know, to like make it a little pretty and stuff. Our landscaper had suggested pampas grass, which is what this is, to give a little privacy in front of the fence because the dogs can see through the fence, and fucking Hoyt barks at literally everything. He barks at bugs flying by like he's nuts. So he was like, well, you can put pampas grass up to kind of like shield that. What had happened was he did not put the grass up as I had suspected. Like, I thought this whole thing was going to be that, like where the hostas are, I thought there was also going to be grass, and that we were going to have, you know, like it basically, I envisioned it covering the fence, and it did not. That grass has grown very much a lot since it was buried. It was like little twangs like this, and I was like, oh, okay. So, and it was where it is now, so there were just bald spots like in between it, and it bugged me. So I went ahead and buried hostas, which are now dying because they're in the full sun. These little plants here are just like those bags with petunias hanging off of them that I hung on each corner of the fence. I got those at Amherst Nursery, which is a nursery that's like, I don't know, maybe like an hour away from Columbus or something. We put like castle wall rock around here, and then and this is what our landscaper did. Yuccas, these are yuccas, variegated yuccas, and I did marble rock inside the wall with yuccas. That one, she doing okay, but not as good as the other one, which I'll show you. But do you guys see how my fucking hostas are like dying? And I was talking to a girl at work, like, yo, do you know anything about landscaping? And I told her like that these were dying because they were so pretty when I first planted them, and they were doing so good. And then when it got really hot and sunny out, this had happened. I also think that, see this orange stuff here? I think they have fungus on them, which, I don't know. It's been a really weird weather season in Ohio this year. Like, it rained to the point of flooding all over, and then it got really super hot. So, oh god, that scared me. If you hear people talking, it's the guys working across the street. Anyways, then it got really super hot. So a lot of people in our neighborhood have had problems with like mold in their landscaping, with fungus and mushrooms and everything else. So this is these. I might cut these flowers out because I don't really dig flowers, even though I have flowers down here. Look at the little bees. He's getting his little pollen. But I don't know yet because the flowers like are the only thing living on my hostas right now. So I'm like, should I cut them? Should I not? I don't know. And then this is my other yuccas. I need to go through and pull some of the dead ones off, but he is doing so good. I wish all of our yuccas look like this one. I love yuccas because they're like so tropical looking, and I don't know, I just really like them. So we got the castle wall here too with the white marble, and then my flowers. And then in the side yard, this is the dog's yard, that's why there's like yellow spots everywhere in it. In the side yard right here, there was like a big giant bush, which we are trying to grow the grass back from that, which is super hard in a dog yard. Right there was a big bush, I think, or maybe some daylilies or something. We ended up just digging all the bushes and everything out and just replacing it with white marble rock because it's a dog's yard, and I mean there's no point in putting any type of anything in there because the dogs are just gonna piss on it and kill it. And then we have like this little tree for shade for the dogs. These two trees right here, we plan on cutting those down next year because they serve no purpose and they just leave like dead little pine things everywhere, and I don't really like them because they also like put shade into the kitchen, and I'd rather have light in the kitchen. So I think probably next year those are going to come down. We were going to do it this year, but we spent so much money on landscaping that we were like, okay, one thing at a time, girl. That's just a rain barrel. We still have to hook it up yet. I just bought it because I read online that rainwater is like super, super good for your plants. And my inside plants right now do not like our tap water. These right here, I just set out here to regrow. I'm trying to grow giant taro plants because I have one inside and it's dying. And I don't know why. But I pulled some bulbs off of it, and I'm trying to like regrow them here, so that's what that is. Okay, so up here in the corner, I will show you guys the before of the house, and then this is the after. So the house before was yellow with green shutters, and we went through and painted it. God, I can't remember the color of it. If I remember, I'll leave it down below. And we did iron ore is the color on our shutters and our door. These lights here I got from I was going to say West Elm, not West Elm, what's it called? Wayfair. I got them from Wayfair. This, if you guys remember how I told you I had made a pot with like a yoga ball and some cement, that's this pot right here, girl. Sorry, no DIY video for that because it was a fucking bitch to do and I'll never do it again, but it turned out good. And then I just put some hens and chicks and some like growy ovary stuff. And then this is donkey's tail or burro tail. I don't know what that is in the middle. It's like some type of aloe. But before this, if you look in the before picture, this had a huge giant tree that was completely overgrown that they didn't take care of, and that like encased the garage, like it like grew past the garage. It was so like gross and overgrown. It was horrible. This little thing I got at it's a rock that was made by a family in Mexico that I got at Oakland Nursery in Columbus, and I just put like some hens and chicks in there. This little pot here I got at TJ Maxx, and I just put some hens and chicks in there. I really like hens and chicks, if you can't already tell. So let me go to the front. So this is what the doorway looks like now, which again I'll stick a picture and show you guys what it looked like before. This right here is some Swiss cheese. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Dang it, I can't remember the name. If I remember it, I'll put it down below. And then I just put some Dracaena, I think it's Dracaena grass or something like that, in this little pot here. Again, this is from Wayfair. I keep wanting to say West Elm, Wayfair. And then we just kept the gold trim on there. Hello, I'm right here. We just kept the gold trim on there, which we're changing out eventually. And just painted it the color of our shutters. This little tang right here, I made this. It is a house number box, and I plan on hanging it up here. Yeah, I had to change cameras. Super cool, because my camera overheated, like it always fucking does. I cannot wait to get a new one. Anyways, this I'm hanging up there. It's a number box that I made. I got it off of Pinterest. If you guys want the tutorial for it from Pinterest, I mean, I didn't really use a tutorial. I just kind of got some wood and like screwed it together around here, and then I just placed that in there. I really still haven't like finished. You see the little baby hole right there? Haven't really finished this like front walkway, but what a difference, right, between the before and after. And then this is, oh, actually, I forgot to show you guys my plant. Look. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. I love it so much. So this plant I got at Amherst Nursery, and it is just thriving, girl. I don't know what it is. I've used like the plant finder some of you guys suggested, and from what I can see from the plant finder, I think it's something called like weeping Jew or something like that. I'm not super sure, but I've always wanted like a huge, crazy, like overgrown hanging plant like this, and I finally got one at Amherst this year. It's so nice, and oddly enough, I don't know if you guys can see, but I bought it because the basket looks so cool and it's like really unique, but you can't even see the basket now, which I don't mind, but I just think it's so cool. I would love to grow that stuff over top of my pergola to where it just like hangs down. Oh, that would be so awesome. This is the front of the house. So this tree is a Walker weeping willow tree, and it gets like, it weeps all the way down to the ground, and the highest it grows is like 5 feet tall, which is why we put it there. Originally, it was supposed to be, see that little dip corner right there? It was supposed to be directly under that with a castle wall all the way around it like this. I don't really know how this happened because I left, and then when I got home it looked like that, and I was like, wait a minute. This has not like what we talked about, but it is what it is. It's there now. It's going to change next year. And then I've got more yuccas in here. These 2 yuccas were also supposed to be one on each side, and it ended up like that somehow. There are actually 3 of them there, so I might take these 2 baby ones and put them one on each side there. And then the rest, we just have daylilies and hostas, because as for now, I didn't know what to put. The reason our beds are so deep is because if you look at the before picture, they had those bushes and stuff that were so overgrown. Let me back up and I'll pop up the before picture again so you guys can see. So up here, I'll put the before picture, and then this is the after. So you can see in that picture how this was just like so overgrown and it covered the house. There was this huge giant tree right here. There was a huge giant tree there. I don't really fuck with like Christmas trees in landscaping. I like more weeping trees or willow trees or whatever in my landscaping. So we, for now, just have hostas and daylilies kind of, you know, meticulously placed in there. All my hostas, like I said before, are dying. So our tree here, we decided to, this originally had the castle wall, but then it was black mulched, and it had the hostas from the back of our house, which I'll show you guys. And I didn't like that, so I decided to do the white marble because this tree here looked so good and turned out so good with the white marble that it just looks so nice. So I wanted this tree to look like that too, which it does now. So I really like that. We might have to put some more marble in there, or marble rock in there, but I'm not sure yet. This tree here is literally the only thing we kept from previous landscaping, aside from these bushes here, which I'll show you, and then like a lilac bush in the back, that tree up front, and then there is a lilac bush there that we kept. That's all that we kept from the previous landscaping. This tree here is a willow and cherry hybrid. So it was originally a cherry tree, and they dig down in the trunk of the tree and plant a willow tree in it, or vice versa. It was either started as a cherry, planted a willow in it, or started as a willow, planted a cherry in it, whichever. But I like that tree a lot, so we ended up keeping that. The hostas, again, I don't know if I'm going to cut the flowers off of, because, like, they're the only thing living right now. These hostas are doing really good, and it is because the shade from that tree shades them in the morning. So these are actually doing really well. The rest of them, girl, not so much. The daylilies aren't doing bad because they're full sun flowers, but these, if you can see, it's, oh god, girl, it's just bad, girl. It's just bad, girl. All the little dead leaves, I'd be trying to pick them off, but they just keep coming. So that, like these, look at this. Oh my god, you poor little thing. I come out here every night and water them, and it still doesn't help because it's just been so dry and hot in Ohio. But we did get a good rain last night, so hopefully they'll, like, I don't know, do something, girl. Not die anymore. Probably not, because they're in the fucking sun. Again, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but our landscaper did not tell us that hostas are not full sun, so that's a thing. So, next year, what we plan on doing is moving this tree here to there and bringing that castle wall all the way around, filling it with white marble. Which, again, is how it was originally supposed to be, but did not end up like that, you know? So, this is the front. It's just really basic. I just wanted something, like, really clean and modern looking and, like, not too much. Like, my neighbors have, like, a ton of stuff, which I love, but just not for myself because I'm so OCD that I would be out there, like, fucking with it all day. But I really like how it looks, how they have, like, all the flowers and the bushes and stuff. I just can't do it for myself because I'm too crazy. This, I'm not really sure what it is, but we kept it. These 3 bushes were kept. I'm not really sure what they are, so we just, like, mulched around them. I want to say this is a lilac bush, but our landscaper cut everything back so far that you can't even tell what the fuck it is anymore, girl. This lilac bush here, if you look in the before picture, was as high as the house. Like, girl, it was so fucking big because they just overgrew it, like, didn't take care of it and let it overgrow. The reason we're trying to grow trying to grow grass back around here, but this lilac bush came out so far. Whoops, it's focusing on my hand. It came out so far that that's why it's dead around there. And we have literally the worst soil of life. It's horrible, horrible soil. It's basically like clay. Like, you could spin pots with it. It's fucking horrible. So that could be another reason why everything's dying. So this looks, oh, there's a popo. The popo girl. This looks pretty good for now, but there's no lilacs on it. So I don't know if it's because he cut it back so far or, like, what the dilly. These right here were some dead hostas that I had, and I took the bulbs and I'm, like, trying to regrow them because I want to put them somewhere. I was thinking about putting them beside the shed or something. So this, let me go back here so you guys can see the back of the house from the before and after picture. Cool. Now somebody's mowing. Awesome. Dude, I am, like, sweating, girl. Okay, so again, I will pop a picture up of the before, and then this is the after, and I'll tell you guys what we plan on doing. So before, they had landscaped all of this, just had random shit in it, and I'll pop up the pictures of it, like, a little bit closer up. This was the original color of the shutters, which is this, you know, hunter green. I went through and, like, sanded that because we plan on painting it this summer. The same color as our shutters now. So this is going to be Sherwin-Williams iron ore, along with the pergolas are also going to be Sherwin-Williams iron ore. I have not decorated under my pergolas yet because we've been spending money on plants and landscaping, girl. My hair is so frizzy and I'm sweating so bad. Like, it's pretty bad. Look at me. Oh, Jesus, look. Dude, my hair is, like, so frizzy. Can you see the sweat beads on my head? Oh, it's so humid out today. Okay, anyways, back to what we was talking about. So, I plan on stringing lights around this pergola. So, if you saw from the back up, we have 2 pergolas. What we plan on doing here is digging all of this out, and I think we'll probably bring it out to here. We're going to dig it all out and put white marble rock, and then we're going to put pavers, like big giant. Have you ever seen where people have patios and stuff where it's like gravel, but then they have those big, like, cement blocks? That's what we're going to do here. We're going to get rid of the fire pit and get a gas fire pit, and I'm going to put like a big sectional couch here, and then I'll probably just get like a square umbrella to shade the couch or something since it's not directly under the pergolas. Back here, they had like a bunch of like crazy overgrown shit, and I just ended up putting hostas. If you remember from when I said earlier, the big tree out front had mulch and hostas in it, these were the hostas from that. They're not doing horrible, but they're not doing that great. But they're doing, I guess, I feel like they're doing okay for being transplanted twice because they've been transplanted twice. So, again, I just like clean, simple stuff, girl. I hate the sound of locusts. I hate it because it makes me think fall's coming. And I don't want fall to come. I want it to be summer forever. Anyways, so we just mulched all this, and we just put the hostas here. The problem with the mulch back here is that we have had mushrooms growing, and I don't know why. I don't know if the mulch is too thick or like what the dilly. If anybody out there is a landscape expert or a green thumb, please let me know. This is the pergolas attached to our bedroom. I still have to sand those down for them to paint them. This pergola, I have these little balls. They're like these little twiggy balls, and they are solar powered, and I plan on hanging them on each ledge here. And then I'm going to string lights all around, and then I'm going to hang a hammock here and a hammock here. Either that, or I'm going to hang a hammock from corner to corner, because this is out of our bedroom, so that way it's like a little chill place for like me and Tim. And I think I'm going to put like some type of, what are those, like Papa Sound chairs, if I can find some like outside Papa Sound chairs to put out here too, just for like a little chill spot for me and Tim. I haven't done it yet, A, because money, and B, because it's been so hot this summer in Ohio that, like, even at nighttime, you cannot come out and comfortably sit because it's like 90 degrees at nighttime, which I don't mind, but Tim won't come out here and sit with me, so I don't want to be sitting out here by myself in the dark, you know what I mean? And then, again, I'll show you the close-up, like, up here from the realty site. They just had just a fuckload of shit, just overgrown over everything, and, like, encapsulating the air conditioner. We ended up having to get our air conditioner fixed, like, probably after a month of being here because of all the plants that were around it. They had this, like, vent down here covered up, and it was a mess, girl. It was a mess, and I think you can see in the before where this was like so high, it was like as tall as the house. So for now, we just have hostas here. I think as of now, I'm just going to keep it that way because it's just the backyard. Not a lot of people see it. We don't entertain a bunch, but maybe when we do, I'll change it eventually and put like other stuff in it. These are just our two trees that we just mulched. And then these bushes, these were some really beautiful, like deep burgundy fire red bushes that were completely overgrown like everything else. But my landscaper, we had told him to trim them. And this is what he had done. This is what we are left with. I hope they're like a fall blooming bush because fuck man, they look like twigs. If they do not grow any more than this and they continue to only look like this every year, they don't. I'll get rid of them, put some other bushes there, but you can see the leaves are, come on, focus, girl. Come on, focus. No, don't focus on that. Focus on me right here. There she goes. The leaves are like kind of starting to turn a little bit, so hopefully it gets some more leaves and they fucking turn. It's like everything's dying. Okay, on to the shed. The shed. Oh, you know what? Before we go to that, I wanted to show you guys something because I think it's really cool and I think a lot of you guys would like it. This I haven't decorated. These, I believe I'm going to put somewhere out front, I hope. I think there's enough room on the sidewalk to put them like against that one wall because the sidewalk is pretty wide. But these are just left over from her old house. And the only thing I have back here is my little bee house, which ain't got no bees in it, which upsets me. See? No bees in my bee house. But that's because I put it up like a couple of weeks ago and it's supposed to go up in the spring. So hopefully in the fall they'll come out and do it again. This thing here is what I wanted to show you guys. I got this at Yellow Springs, and it is what I have recently found, aka yesterday, realized. This is a propagation system. It's not just decoration. It's by this company called Roots something or another. I'm going to put it in the click down because they have like all different designs, but it's got ivy around it, and then you put the ivy here in the little water pots and it grows roots, so you can propagate with it, or you can just leave it as is and let the ivy grow. Because I had originally got it because I was like, ooh, ivy, because I had envisioned the ivy like growing off of this and growing all over the pergola and things like that. But I decided that I don't want ivy on the pergola, and the reason is because ivy is very detrimental to your house. Like, it grows around stuff and like attaches itself to the house and the siding, and it can like really fuck your shit up. So rather than growing ivy over this, because eventually I want to grow, like I want this to be completely green, and I think I'm either going to do jasmine or wisteria. I would love to find out what that plant is out front that I showed you guys, because I thought about taking little planter boxes along the top of it and planting that stuff in there, and then just having it grow down and like hang down, you know what I mean, instead of growing it over the top, just having it in these little planter boxes and like hang down as like, you know, like little greenery curtains and stuff. I thought that would be super cute. But this, I just thought this thing was so cool, and I wanted to show you guys it because I thought maybe some of you guys would like it. It's really freaking cute. They have all different designs too. They've got like hearts and like real big, giant, like intricate ones. They're just really freaking cool. Like I said, oh girl, oh, we glossy. We dripping in sweat today. My God. Anyways, like I said, I got it at Yellow Springs. There's a funny story behind it. Y'all know I always got a story with everything. Oh girl, I'm so sweaty right now. Excuse me. There's a really funny story behind it. So we were getting ready to leave, and I hadn't bought much at Yellow Springs other than like crystals and stuff. So we were getting ready to leave, and Tim had to use the bathroom, and this booth with, you know, the little propagation things were on the way out, and I seen it, and I thought it was crystal balls. Who keeps texting me? What was I saying? Oh yes, I thought they were crystal balls. So I was like, ooh, crystal balls. So I went in the tent and realized what they were, that they were little water globes. They're so cool, and some of the designs that they have are so cool, and you can order them. So I'll leave them below. They don't know who I am or anything. I just thought that, you know, some of you guys would think that that was pretty dope, because I thought it was pretty dope. Okay, now we can go on to the shed. Okay, so this is our shed, just like before. I will pop a picture up here of what it looked like before. If you noticed before, the shed was yeller, and now it is gray and white, and I think it looks so much cuter. I want to get like some kind of hanging plant to like hang there, because our neighbors have like little hanging plants off theirs, and it looks really cute. And like maybe even off at the corners or something, I don't know. I still have yet to decorate this. So this, we basically just mulched. So if you'll notice before, there were just like plants everywhere. There was no rhyme or reason to them. It wasn't mulched or anything. So we just went ahead and mulched. We have a dirt spot here because our yard was really uneven, so we've been trying to like level it out and grow grass in it and whatever else. But anyway, who cares about that, right? That's man stuff. Grass and shit, that's man stuff. So she just had shit everywhere. So I went through and dug everything up. And these were actually already here. That's why they're so big. They're just daylilies. So instead of just having a throw up of plants everywhere, I like everything to look nice and neat and clean and organized. So I just did daylily, daylily, daylily. And then around the back had somehow ended up getting landscaped or mulched. When I say landscaped, that basically means mulch. Getting mulched, and It was not supposed to be. It was not what we had talked about. So I had to go through and dig up all the mulch and till it and reseed it. So we're trying to just grow grass up to the back of it because nobody sees it anyway. These are some daylilies I have put here that they not doing so well, girl. Sorry if you can hear the garbage truck. There's all kinds of just... See, do you guys see why I haven't done this up until this point? Because this is my neighborhood now. It's just like noisy as fuck. Totally 180 from where we used to be. Anyway, they not doing so good because what had happened was I had dug them up, thrown them in the trash because I didn't think I wanted them. And then I had decided I did. So I dug them out of the trash and have buried them there. They're not doing too bad. I mean, they're alive. That's something, right? So basically, this side is the same as the other side. Put a mulch bed in, and then let me change. Put a mulch bed in, and then we did the daylily here and here. What we plan on doing with this, like I said, I want to get some little plants and stuff. Tim is planning on like paving this and putting, oh, the brightness, girl, I'm so sorry. He plans on paving this, putting like the marble stone and then like big pavers so he can put his lawnmower into it. And then the last thing we have is pine trees. These two big, ginormous pine trees that I personally wanted ripped out. But Tim was like, dude, these pine trees are like 70 years old. You're not going to rip them out. You know how much that would cost to take these motherfuckers down because they're so huge. So we just went ahead and have mulched around them. Our landscaper was supposed to do that, but that didn't end up happening. So we ended up doing it ourselves. So we just put some mulch around them. I think what I might possibly do, because what we were going to do is mulch the entire thing and then down the center here, like put some kind of greenery or maybe put some hosta bushes or something like that in there just to have something there. Look at my neighbors. They're like so cute. They got all the cute stuff over there. See? The back behind that fence has so many like flowers and it's like very serene walking in there. So this is it, girl. This is my house. Let's retreat inside because I am sweating. I think that's all I wanted to show you. I don't think there is anything else, right? I don't think so. So I will see you guys inside. Oh, our mailbox actually lies. There is the mailbox. We just mulched and put daylilies around, which this was already what it is, the mailbox was. And I plan on getting a new mailbox, some new numbers, kind of modernizing it a little, maybe even a new pole, and kind of doing like what the neighbors have, where they've got like some greenery growing around it. I might do that, put like a big thing, something like that, and like hang it over it so it's like all green and nice. Okay, I'll see you inside. Hey, we back inside. Do you see why I have not really been wearing makeup that much this summer? I mean, I literally just sat and sweated it all off. Look at my eyes. My mascara is like sticking to my eyes. It was very hot and humid out there, girl. It was. Okay, so that is my landscaping. That's the before and after of the outside of our house. Once we get the inside done, I'm sorry, I keep looking at a viewfinder. That drives me nuts. Once we get the inside done, I'll show you guys that too. I think what I'm going to do with that is just go room by room. As of right now, the only thing that is done indefinitely is the bedroom, but I'm waiting on one more thing. I'm waiting on a media console to come in from West Elm, which should be coming at the beginning of August. So then I can show you guys like our before and after of the bedroom. That's like the one thing that we have all the way finished right now. Once that media console comes in, then it'll be all the way finished. But other than that, we still have like a ways to go because it's fucking expensive to decorate the house, girl, especially when you're starting over from scratch basically, because there was only very few decor items that I transitioned from our old house to this house. Look at this zit. I got this from drinking this weekend. We went out drinking and I'm paying for it, girl. My skin is real paying for it. Dude, it's hot in here. I'm gonna have to turn my air down. Anyway, that's it. That is our before and after of our landscaping. If any of you guys are like a green thumb or like super into landscaping or like are real good at that and stuff, could you please give me some tips? down in the comments below and tell me what the fuck I'm doing wrong, because all my shit be dying. Inside plants, good. It's all good. Like, they're all living, they're thriving, they're living their best life. Outside plants, not so much, girl. Even though I go out and water them every day. I'm hoping this rain barrel that we bought will make a huge difference as far as the water that's going to them, because I use filtered water on my potted plants, but I do not use filtered water on like my landscaping plants because I can't, because I use the hose, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping this rain barrel will work because you can attach a hose to it, so hopefully it'll help. I even use plant food. I use the Miracle Grow, which I got to get some of that today. But anyways, yeah, that's my landscaping video. So this week, I know it's already like the middle of the week, but this week my shirts will be going live, y'all. I am probably going to be doing a video on them either, I want to say Thursday or Friday, because I ended up having to work. Like, I got to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, Thursday and Friday, girl. But I do get off at 11, so I'll have time like in the afternoon to film a video and show you guys and whatever else. The website is actually live right now. I just want to do like a whole launch video before I give you guys the website information and stuff like that, because I won't be, hello, what are you focusing on my palm for? Focus on me. Because I won't be doing an order until Monday. So I was wanting to wait until the end of the week anyways, so that way it's the end of the week, everybody gets paid or whatever if you guys want to order one. So that's what's up, girl. They're coming, I promise. I know I keep saying that and then not delivering, but this time it's gonna be delivered, Veronica. It's gonna be here. I even have like a style gallery on the website. I'm sorry for being so MIA lately, but y'all, I've really been working on this website. Like, I took pictures. I've done here. Let me, oh shit. Let me set my camera down. Anyways, I'm sorry I've been so MIA because I've just been working so hard on the website. Like, I work on it every day. I created it, which I'll talk about in the video, the launch video, but I started it from the ground up, like created it from scratch. I'm hoping to at least recoup the money that I've put in. I know I will. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. These t-shirts are so fucking bomb. Like, even regardless of the print on them, they are just super comfortable and they're super soft and they're so nice to cut up. Like, one I cut into a crop top and it looks so good. You guys will see like in the style gallery. Oh my God. Oh girl, I just can't wait for you guys to see it. But that will be up next. And then I'm also going to do my nail video. I just haven't done like if y'all remember from a previous video, I said the Orly gel, what's it called? Orly Gel Effects Nail Builder or whatever. I asked a bunch of you guys if you wanted me to like do a video on it because I'd never done it before and to see if like anybody can do it. I've just been like doing so much stuff with the landscaping that I didn't want to put them on and then end up breaking them off from like digging and doing stupid shit. So now is the time though, girl. I'm gonna put them nails on and we gonna get it going. Okay, so I have to get off here because I have to edit this. I have to take my mother-in-law to the stove, and I got a bunch of other shit to do. Sarah, leave me some tips, like some landscaping tips and stuff like that in the comments below. If you guys, I mean, I don't have that many. I've got a decent amount, like maybe like 20 or so houseplants. If you guys would ever want to see a tour of my houseplants, let me know, and we can totally fuck that up, girl. Otherwise, let me know like what other videos you guys want to see and stuff. I don't know, y'all know I suck horribly at outros. So leave me your suggestions and that's what's up. That's it. So I am going to peace out. Peace, love, and check it grease out. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Like it if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't because I fuck up those too. And I will catch you guys in my next one. Peace.